What if I told you that the future of the white race is brown? This isn't science fiction. It's not a political agenda. It's demographic reality, and it's happening faster than you think. The decline of white birth rates. In Europe and North America, birth rates among white populations have fallen below 2.1 children per woman. The magic number needed to keep a population stable. In Germany, it's 1.5. In Italy, it's 1.2. In the United States, among non-Hispanic whites, 1.6. The numbers don't lie. As these populations shrink, economies stall, and there's only one solution: immigration. The migration wave and the brown future. The Western world has been filling this demographic gap with immigrants from Africa, Latin America, and Asia. Since 2000, nearly 60% of U.S. population growth has come from Hispanic and Asian communities. In cities like London and Paris, non-white populations are already reshaping the cultural and political landscape. Interracial marriage and blended identities. But it's not just immigration. People are mixing fast. In 1980, only 4% of white Americans married outside their race. Today, that number has tripled. The definition of whiteness has always been fluid. Italians, Jews, the Irish, they weren't always seen as white. Now, we're watching the next evolution. A world where rigid racial categories are breaking down. Increasing white birth rates. But what if white populations start having more babies? Could this reverse the trend? The truth is, even if birth rates rise, it's unlikely to stop the demographic shift. The birth rate problem: too little, too late. In the US, white fertility peaked at 3.7 children per woman in 1960. Today, it's 1.6, well below replacement level. European nations like Italy, 1.2, Spain, 1.3, and Germany, 1.5, have struggled for decades to raise birth rates. Even France, with its generous pro-natalist policies, sits at 1.8. Even if white families suddenly started having more children, it would take decades to offset the population shift. And here's the kicker: most young people today aren't interested in large families. Immigration and intermarriage would still dominate. The US adds 1 million immigrants per year, mostly from Latin America and Asia. In Canada and Australia, immigration is the primary driver of population growth. Interracial marriages continue to rise. 1 in 5 new marriages in the US is interracial, with white spouses being the most common to marry outside their race. The takeaway: even if white birth rates miraculously bounced back overnight, it wouldn't erase the ongoing diversification of Western nations. The future is still brown. The only question is how we prepare for it. The big question. The world is changing. So what does race even mean in the 21st century? Comment below. What do you think the future of race looks like? If you found this video thought-provoking, hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start a conversation about the future, our future.